Come gather close, come feel the flame. Lesley George, remember the name. Island soul with a fearless spark. Truth speaks here and it leaves its mark. No dimming down, no playing small. Stepping strong and stand up tall. You walking bold, you move with grace. Mosaic Sparks, come take your place. This is where brilliance learns to speak.
What if the moment you stop compromising your values was the moment your life actually started? Stay right there. Because today we're talking about the one thing that separates women who lead from women who simply follow. And it's not talent, it's not connections, and it's definitely not luck. It's conviction. So let's get into it. So welcome back, sparklers. Welcome to Mosaic Sparks with me, Lesley George, where we talk about confidence, creativity, leadership, your voice, and the moments that help women stop shrinking and start showing up with power. This is your space. This is your time. So let's spark. So every single episode of this show exists because I believe women like you deserve a space that pours into you, pushes you forward, and reminds you of exactly who you already are. So today we're kicking off something I've been so excited to bring to you. It's a brand new 6-episode mini-series called Leading Unapologetically, Women of Wakanda and Beyond. So we're taking some of the most iconic Disney and Marvel women and pulling real, raw, and immediately applicable life lessons straight from these stories. Because the greatest storytelling in the world always points us back to the truth about ourselves. So stay with me through all 6 episodes because this series builds on one another. Each woman we meet is going to hand you something you need for the next level of your life. Share this with a woman who needs it. Save this to your playlist. And let's get into episode 1. So today's woman is none other than General Okoye, leader of an elite all-female fighting force that protects the king and the entire nation of Wakanda. Now, if you've seen Wakanda, you know she's fierce. She is disciplined, unshakable, and she walks into every room like she already decided the outcome. But here is what I love most about Okoye. Beyond all the power and the presence, she is a woman who knows exactly what she stands for. And she protects it like her life. And the lives of everyone she loves depends on it. Because in her world, they simply do. So I want to take you to a specific moment where Wakanda is under siege. Everything Okoye has sworn to protect is being threatened. The systems around her, they're crumbling. The people she trusted are making choices she can't follow. And in the middle of all the chaos, Okoye holds the line. She doesn't run. She doesn't abandon her post. She doesn't look around for anyone else and decide to go with the flow just to keep the peace. She plants her feet, raises her spear, and stands for what she believes in, even when it costs her something deeply personal. And I need you to feel that because that's not just a movie scene. That is your life. How many times have you been in a room where the pressure to compromise was so loud you could barely hear your own voice? How many times have you sat in a meeting, been in a relationship, a business deal, and felt that pull to soften what you truly believed because the room was not ready for it? How many times have you silenced the conviction in your chest to keep everyone else comfortable? Here is what most women do not realize. Okoye was not stubborn. She was not difficult or inflexible. She was prepared. She had already decided who she was before anyone put pressure on her to be something different. So when the moment came, she didn't have to scramble for an answer. She already knew exactly who she was and what she stood for. Now, that is the key that changes everything because most of us try to figure out our value in the middle of the storm. We try to decide what we stand for when someone is already challenging us, when the deal is on the table, when the relationship is already in crisis. And by then it's almost too late because the pressure of the moment will win every time over a conviction that you have not fully claimed yet, every single time. Okoye did the inner work before the outer battle. She knew her purpose, her people, and her principles. And because she knew all three, nothing and no one could shake her foundation. So here's the question I need you to sit with. What do you stand for? Not what sounds good in your bio, not what the industry expects, not what makes people comfortable. What is it in your gut, in your spirit? In those quiet moments when no one is around or watching, it could be 1 o'clock in the morning. What do you genuinely and completely stand for? As the young people say, 10 toes down. Because until you answer that question honestly, you will keep finding yourself in rooms that slowly, continually shrink you. You will keep making decisions that feel slightly off and you can't explain why. You'll keep waking up at 2 o'clock with that quiet hum of discomfort because somewhere along the way, you traded what you knew was right for what was convenient. Okoye would rather lose everything than lose herself. And sparklers, that's what you call standard. So I want you to apply this today, right now, not later, not after this episode. Hopefully, you're not driving. I want you to open up your notes app and write down your top 3 non negotiables. The 3 values that define how you operate as a woman, a leader, and a human being. Write them down, own them, then put them somewhere you see them every single day. Whether it's a wall on your wallpaper, your mirror, at your desk. When your values are visible, they are easier to protect. And so I want to leave with you a bragfamation. I'm a woman with deep conviction. My values are clear, my foundation is solid, and I protect what I stand for unapologetically every single day. Your values are your vibranium, of course. It's Wakanda. I got to use that. The most powerful thing you carry. Guard them fiercely, live them loudly, and never trade them for a seat at the table that does not deserve you. So don't you dare leave this episode the same way as you press play. You are worth more than you've been settling for. And now you know it. So as we end this episode, go act like it. And I'm Lesley George with Mosaic Sparks, and I'll see you on episode 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.